So we have SRC, as we would pronounce it as Americans. SRC is the way that they would pronounce it, and that came actually from the names of the two children, you had Rory and Sandra. Let's go in the order. Sandra, Rory, and the wife of Rory, who is Cinzia. And they decided to shorten this name, of course, to SRC, which actually sounds like the word esserci, E-S-S-E-R-C-I, which is a verb in Italian, which means to be here, to be in a place. And for them, that really embodied exactly what they were doing, was really focusing on being in a place and giving wines that express exactly that which comes from that place. Of course, we are in Etna here, so this is, again, that incredible volcanic soil. If anyone is curious about what minerality means, go ahead and lick the soil here. You can understand that it actually means nothing. We love to use this word, and it's actually a word that makes no sense because minerals are inert. They do not have any aromas or flavors, and when you taste the rocks, you understand this. There is no flavor at all. But for me, what that gave me, though, was a sensation, and that, to me, is what this vibrant aliveness really comes out from the wine on. So these wines, of course, are coming from Nerello Mascalese, and there is a little Nerello Cappuccio in this wine here. These are the two common grapes you find in the Etna Rosso from Mount Etna. Cinzia, actually, I believe, was the one who did the designing. Even though Rory's maybe a little bit more prevalent in the vineyards, Cinzia is more into all the designing and the back end, but we were lucky to meet both of them that day. And she was more focused on that. Rory was taking us all around the vineyards. He was showing, I mean, they don't even have to use grafted vines. I don't know if everyone knows this, but this little bug phylloxera that came in and destroyed the world of wine basically in around 1863 or so. It came over to Europe and it's a little bug that eats the roots. That bug usually cannot live in volcanic soil, but it came over from the US, and everyone now has to plant their vines in the American rootstocks because the roots from the US have the immunity to it. But because the root louse cannot live in most volcanic soil, they don't have to use the grafted vines there. And so they're very lucky because some will say that the vines were better before they had to start grafting. True or not, I don't know. I wasn't drinking wine in the 1860s to know. But I can imagine when something's on its native roots, it's always better. But they're doing incredible things. Of course, all these winemakers that we work with, I would sound like a broken record. In fact, that's why we don't say it. They're all farming organically, many of them even biodynamically, which is even a step above it. Most often they are working with maximum respect for their vineyards, being as careful and delicate with the soils and such as possible. In fact, their vines were just really, really wild. In fact, there's a part I remember in one of the videos where it was like a jungle of vines, and I said, how on earth do you even know where the vine is here? But to me, that's what I love to see in a vineyard, is this wild, unkempt, not these perfect manicured rows. To me, that's a big warning sign of like, wait, maybe something's not right. And you will definitely see the wildness in Etna. If you go climb the volcano, go have your Dionysus moment, get to the top and sing and dance up there. Or like I said in another video, is get to that Alcantara River. Really, really, really incredible wildness in this zone, and you feel the impact. Like even just standing in the volcano, you feel the energy of that volcano. But yeah, this is a great wine. Again, you're going to have some of those kind of wild cherry notes, blood orange, spices. These guys, for us, their wines, I hate to always compare wines to Burgundy and whatever, but what I mean when I say a wine, gosh, this reminds me of a really good bottle of Burgundy. They had 3 different wines. We tried their Etna Rosso, they had Rivaggi, if I remember is the crew name, and Albarello. And all of them, it was like drinking 3 different types of Burgundies. Like one was almost like drinking a Morey Saint-Denis, one was like drinking a Gevrey Chambertin because it was a bit more kind of tannic and rustic. And then, I don't know, one was maybe more of a Côte de Nuit something. But anyways, their wines were just elegant. They were so elegant, but very terroir driven and very raw and very real. So we really, really, really loved these guys. And we also hope to do a future winemaker collaboration with them, which we were discussing last time we were there. So hopefully in the future, you guys will see another Roscioli Wine Club exclusive bottle, only available for our members. We love to work. We love to find these winemakers who are willing to do something, kind of push the boundaries, try something new, create something that doesn't exist. Because in Italy, of course, we get stuck in the boxes of doing the same thing and keeping traditions very, 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 very boxed up. So anyways, we'll hopefully have a future winemaker collaboration with these guys.